Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Czabecast. Steve Zabin, Scott Lynn, Al Galdi, Low Def Solomon. Did you see Mr. T singing Take Me Out to the Ball game at the Cubs game? Lawrence Tiro. Real name.
Yep.
B.A. Baracus. B.A. standard for what, Scott?
Bad attitude, I believe.
Stood for.
Right, bad attitude, Goldie? You're a big A-team guy.
Either that or badass.
Something like
back
that.
in the 80s probably was bad.
Bad attitude, yes.
Or Billy Badbutt, if you ask Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
The A-team.
Awesome.
Mr. T.
Loved it.
You did?
I was obsessed with it, yes.
I thought that you were too young for that.
I can't, I was toward like the end of it, I guess I was into it. But I had the action figures. I love
Face,
remember, Mr.
Murdoch.
T was involved in WrestleMania 1. So that was kind of my thing with him, too.
Well, he was also Clubber Lang in Rocky.
And Rocky, yes.
Yeah.
And Lawrence Tiro was simply a big black guy with a mohawk.
Although not that tall, really. But
Right, and an ability. He was a muscled-up black guy with a mohawk and an ability to say one line, I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Marketing deals, endeared by children and old ladies. Look how cute he is. And then, but just, bodyguarded.
He was the non-threatening black guy.
No one with gold chains can be of any threat.
Right. He was he was the lovable, kind of scary but not really black guy with a mohawk.
He was the lovable bodyguard type. I was, you're supposed to be afraid of bodyguards. Oh, my God. It worked out for him. Worked out, well, for a long time. Now he's doing infomercials and singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Very thick.
Very
thick.
It's different.
And he's a leukemia
not a muscle
survivor.
Oh, that's right. So good for him on that front. Still rocks the mohawk, though.
He does.
If he didn't have the mohawk, nobody would even know who he is.
Well, and it's interesting, too.
He'd be a suspect is what he would be.
Mohawks
Try to move past that, please.
Are
It's
very
not
popular.
me, it's the police.
Right,
Mohawks are very popular now.
They're making a bit of a run.
Right, and you got to think it goes back to him, right?
I guess.
I mean, who else really had one?
Trying to think. Most
Robert
famous.
De Niro, I think.
In what?
In Taxi Driver.
Yes.
Wow, mohawk.
John Riggins had one for about
a
season.
Just a strip of hair. All
Birdman
the way from
Anderson
the front to
has
the back.
a sort of a
bird
his
hawk.
personal take on the cockatiel or cockatoo, yes.
How much product does Birdman have to put in his hair?
Way more than a lot.
To make it stay that way with all the sweat enduring through a whole game, it's got to be a lot.
Yeah, that's what I think. Now, he doesn't play heavy minutes. He's a rotational guy.
He still sweats a lot.
If you were to knock that thing down, would that be a foul? Just on purpose.
Probably, yeah.
Waiting for the ball to be inbounded. If you just went and
Is
muscled
hair
it all
part
up.
of the body like in football? Can you swipe him and hit some follicles and it counts as a foul?
That'd be a good question. Just sit there and start slapping at his little hair spike.
I had to work with guys
to taunt him to go, what are you going to do about it, huh?
What
are you going to do about
with
it, huh?
giant
what are you
afro?
gonna do
Yeah.
about it, huh?
If you had an afro back in the day, was that a foul? I mean, how did that work?
If you hit the afro, I don't know. But back to Mr. T for a second.
Yes.
So he was in WrestleMania 1.
Yes, and 2.
The A-Team.
Cartoon. DC Cab Driver.
DC Cat.
Yeah, DC Cab.
DC Cab.
DC Cab. A movie.
All right. And then, and what was the other thing? The Rocky.
He was in the remake of Ryan's song, too, I believe. He played the goaltender on the hockey team. No,
Shut
he
up.
didn't.
You're
I'm
making that
joking.
up.
You're right.
Will we ever see another Mr.
And
T?
now he's in an infomercial doing one of those flavor wave or set it and forget it. I see
Really?
it pops up Sundays at 1:00 our time when there's no football game on one of the local affiliates, and you see him come in and go, man, that steak is good. I pity the fool that would take a pass on that steak.
I pity the insert promotional object here that
I
am
pity
promoting.
the schmuck that won't buy the generic oven.
He showed up on Conan O'Brien every couple of years.
If we could only find Max Headroom, we would really be getting somewhere.
Alf, too.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.